Discuss the definition and classification of carbohydrates. Now the definition of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are defined as polyhydroxyaldehydes or ketones which on hydrolysis give the mentioned derivatives. That means carbohydrates are polyhydroxyaldehydes or polyhydroxyketones or the compounds which on hydrolysis produce polyhydroxyaldehydes or polyhydroxyketones. In other words, carbohydrates are also called as saccharides, meaning sugar. The polyhydroxy means alcoholic. Chemically they are polyhydroxy alcohols with functional group aldehyde or ketone. Aldehyde containing carbohydrates are called aldoses and ketone containing carbohydrates are called ketosis. If we see the general formula for carbohydrates, that is CnH2O taken N, that means we can also say that carbohydrates are nothing but the hydrates of carbon. Carbohydrates are nothing but the hydrates of carbon. In hydrates of carbon, as we can see here, H2O is water molecule, that means hydrate. Now we will see classification of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are classified on the basis of their behavior on hydrolysis, such as monosaccharides, disaccharides, oligosaccharides and polysaccharides. What are monosaccharides? These are the simplest form of carbohydrates which cannot be further hydrolyzed. That means these are the monomeric units. These are further classified as aldoses and ketoses depending on the functional group present. That means aldoses contain aldehydic functional group and ketoses contain ketone functional group. You can see the example: glucose, that is aldose sugar, and fructose, that is ketose sugar. What are monosaccharides? Monosaccharides are the simplest form of carbohydrates which cannot be further hydrolyzed into monomeric unit. Example is glucose and fructose. Now disaccharides are the carbohydrates which on hydrolysis produce 2 units of monosaccharides. These are the carbohydrates give 2 monosaccharide units. Example is sucrose. Sucrose on hydrolysis give 1 molecule each of glucose and fructose. Sucrose, here we can see the chemical formula for sucrose, that is C12H22O11. C12H22O11 on hydrolysis, that means addition of water molecule, it will give 1 molecule of glucose and 1 molecule of fructose each. So disaccharides are the carbohydrates which on hydrolysis produce 2 molecules of monosaccharides or monosaccharide units. Now oligosaccharides. Oligosaccharides are the carbohydrates which produce 3 to 10 monosaccharide units on hydrolysis. Example is raffinose. Now fourth one is polysaccharide. Polysaccharides are the carbohydrates which gives more than 10 monomeric units on hydrolysis. Example is starch, cellulose and glycogen. Polysaccharides are not sweet in taste. Monosaccharides are sweet in taste. So this was all about the definition and classification of carbohydrates.